Hello children, welcome back. So by now we have completed 7th unit and we shall start 8th unit today. So 8th unit of your 9th class English language and literature gives you wonderful and beautiful description about two young women in the lesson Reach for the Top. One is all about Santosh Yadav and another one is about Maria Sharapova. So as we're going to start with part 1 today, and we shall discuss how did she achieve all her goals in her life, how did Santosh could make all her dreams come true, we shall see now. So all of you please get ready with your textbooks and also have your running notes. So before we start the lesson, quickly I'll just take 2 minutes of time and make a list of a minimum of 3 to 5 role models of your life, because as you are in class 9 and already you might have decided your aims and goals in your life, right? So how influential your role models on making your selection of your aim. So just make a note of a minimum of 3 to 5 role models, like whom you know admire so much, whom you think that they are your idols, whom do you think that really they are so adorable. So just make a list of 3 to 5 people. So those people like your role models, they can be from any of the streams, any of the fields. Maybe they are from sports, maybe they are from literature, maybe they are from art, maybe they are some medicine, or else maybe they are from media, or maybe they are from film industry, anybody. And once your list is ready, also please reason it out that why have you made them as your role models. There should be a reason, of course, right? I like this, I don't like that. We just tell as it is, like, spontaneously, instantly. But there should be a reason for any of the silly things what we say also, right? So when it comes to the selection of the role model, just please think cautiously, make a list and also reason it out. Then finally sit with the list and just think whether are they going to do something where you have made the selection of your path. Is there any connectivity? Is there any relevance with the field you might have selected based on the field they are working or whatever? Because this has got something to do with our lesson. So when we meet physically, looking at each other in the classroom situation, children, we shall discuss that activity further. So now let's move about the lesson. Page number 99. Reach for the Top. Part 1. Santosh Yadav. This is all about Santosh Yadav. Part 2 we shall do it the next for the 2 session. After for the 2 sessions maybe we shall even also see Maria Sharapova as well. So page number 99, children, all of you are ready with your running notes and textbook as well, I think, yeah. Paragraph 1. The only woman in the world who has scaled Mount Everest twice was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as a blessing and a daughter, though not considered a curse, was not generally welcome. So now they have given us the background of her birth, that is Santosh Yadav's birth. She hails from the place which is a little backward, where the girl children are not welcomed that much. How, like comparatively, boy children were treated as the blessings of the God, and the girl children were not that welcomed. It doesn't mean that they are treated as curse or something, but they were not that welcomed. So of course there was a gender discrimination seen in the place where she took her birth. And she is the only woman. Please underline the first sentence itself, children. What is the significance? Why has her life become a lesson in your class 9 English language textbook? Why is she here in our English language classroom now? Because she is someone very special. So what is the speciality of her, Santosh Yadav's speciality? She was the only one woman in the world who has scaled Mount Everest. So scaling is nothing but climbing. So she is the one and only woman who climbed the Mount Everest, the highest peak of Himalayas. And that too, how many times did she do that? Twice. So first time also there is no other woman who climbed Mount Everest. And another special feature and speciality, the adventure, what did she do? She climbed immediately the next year successfully for the second time also. So that's how she is into records. And when her mother was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man giving her his blessings, assumed that she wanted a son. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they did not want a son. So see here, when this is all about before the birth of Santosh Yadav. When Santosh Yadav's mom was pregnant, as they were just standing in front of the house, or maybe they were moving on the road, they could come across a saint. Like they just mentioned holy man, no? The word holy man, we can assume the word as a saint. So usually whenever people see a saint, they would seek blessings from the saint. So similarly with Santosh Yadav's mother also, she was seeking the blessings from the saint. And saint thought that because even he belongs to the same area and same place, he thought fine, she would be asking him to bless for a baby boy. But to his surprise, Santosh Yadav's grandmother, paternal grandmother, father's mother, she asked the saint to bless her with a grandson. Not a grand? No, it is not. She requested him, to his surprise, to have a granddaughter. That is made the saint to have the surprise. Because all the people of that area, that particular place, they were all very much crazy to have only the boy children there, because there was a lot of discrimination around. So the saint was thinking that she would probably ask for a grandson only, and then he made up his mind also. But to his surprise, Santosh Yadav's grandmother asked him to bless to have a granddaughter instead of a grandson. Then he was just stunned. The holy man was also surprised by listening to this. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessing. Then immediately, as she asked him, he blessed the same. And as destiny would have it, the blessing seemed to work. Santosh was born the sixth child in the family with 5 sons. So now we can reason it out why Santosh Yadav's grandmother was wanting a granddaughter but not grandson, because already there were 5 boy children in her house. Then she is the 6th child after 5 boys in the family. So it does mean that she is a sister of how many brothers? 5 brothers. So if at all tomorrow you come across any question that why was Santosh's grandmother was wanting a granddaughter but not grandson, then you can reason it out that already she has got 5 grandsons. So she was born in the small village of Juniavas of Rewari district in Haryana. So there are 3 places you will need to always remember, children. So they have named the village in which she has taken the birth, and also the district, and also the state. So first comes is the smaller place, then bigger than that, then the biggest, right? So Juniavas is the village in which she born, which comes under the district of Rewari, and that district comes under the state of Haryana. So please remember, where did she born? If at all they ask you, then you will need to name the village first, then district, and finally the state. The girl was given the name Santosh, which means contentment. Then she was named, the young baby girl was named as Santosh. So Santosh meaning, it is a happiness and also contentment. Usually Santoshamu we call it, no? So usually it is happiness, but here, like in Haryana, they also use it for the contentment, that is for the satisfaction. So overall, the baby girl was named as Santosh, thinking that she would always be blessed with all what she deserves and all what she wants. But Santosh was not always content with her place in a traditional way of life. But they mentioned that though the baby girl was named as Santosh, but she was not that contented in her life, because she wasn't wanting herself to live in such a traditional place where all the restrictions were laid for the girl children there. She began living life on her own terms from the starting, from the beginning. So this you will need to understand, children, that how like very firm she was, how assertive the young girl was. From the very beginning itself, she began her life of her own. So whatever she thought, she started doing the same thing without being influenced by the others. Because she did not want to be like, all other girl children, how they were all being discriminated in those particular days. So she did not want to be one among them. And then she wanted to live her own life of her own choice, where other girls wore traditional Indian dresses. Now coming to the attire, how the people in Haryana used to dress themselves up. So they were all dressing themselves up, in the very traditional ways. But Santosh preferred shorts. Because you all need to remember one more thing, children, that she was the sixth and the youngest child in the family, whereas she has got 5 elder brothers, right? So then even like being one among the boys, many boys, 5 boys is a very good number, right? Then even she was wanting only to wear the shorts. Looking back, she says now, from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I chose a correct and a rational path, the others around me had to change, not me. Wonderful sentence, children. We all need to really develop such kind of a quality, taking Santosh Yadav as an inspiration. Wonderful sentence. Please take it down. From the very beginning, I was quite determined. She says that I was completely focused. And she also says, when I have confidence that whatever the path I chose, whatever the way I chose, if I'm confident that whatever the decision made by me is correct, then I need not change, but the people who restrict or who object, they would need to change their mindset because they were wrong. So see the way she's expressing her confidence in this particular sentence. Wonderfully this is expressed. Yes, that's what we all need to do it. She says that if I'm correct, then I need not really be influenced by anybody else. Those minds need to get set right. Santosh's parents were affluent landowners. So now, background of family and their economic background as well. So she comes from a well-settled family. Affluent landowners in the sense they were rich enough. They were rich enough economically. They were completely developed. Who could afford to send their children to the best schools? So they had no problem sending their children to the best schools because they were having the affordability to make the fee payment, which is high even. So even to the country's capital, that is New Delhi. So even they were so affordable and they were so rich, as we have already discussed, right? So they could even send their children to the country's capital is nothing but New Delhi, which was quite close by. New Delhi is very close to Haryana, right? So, but in line with the prevailing custom in the family, in line with, this is a phrase, children, in line with means, according to the rules and regulations, according to the rules and regulations. So as she belonged to a very small village of Haryana, right, and Rewari district, right, so where according to the rules and restrictions of that particular area, where the girl children were not given that priority to pursue their higher education, so in line with the prevailing custom in the family, custom is nothing but the tradition followed, Santosh had to make do with the local village school. So as she was not permitted to go to the school which is in New Delhi, but she was sent to the school which is very much available only and within in her city, like the district and the village. Then she had to go to the local school. So then she decided to fight the system in her own quiet way. Then she wasn't happy with the decision taken and she wasn't happy with the restriction made there. How come the boys were given a chance to study in New Delhi, and why being a girl she is not allowed to go to New Delhi, and why is she compelled only to study in the local school? Then she thought, no, it's time for me to fight against this. She has to voice it out in her quiet way. And she never used to argue or quarrel or something, Firmly she does what she thinks. She does. She is an action-oriented girl. And the moment has arrived. And the right moment came when she turned 16. So when Santosh Yadav was around 16 years old, most of the girls in her village used to get married. So see, children in Haryana, in that particular village, when the child, like girl child is around 16 years of old, they used to get married. So now the people around Santosh Yadav also Maybe they started forcing her to get married. So Santosh was also under the same pressure from her parents to do the same thing. As I said, yes, of course, the people around Santosh also started saying that no, it's time to get married, because see your friends, how they are getting married, so even you need to get married. So let us see what she says here in this fourth paragraph. A marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. Then it's not time to get married, she felt, and it's the least priority needed to be given to the marriage at that particular age. She feels that I'm still only 16 years old and I have to do many more things in my life. So it is not my first priority. My first priority is something else. I need to pursue my education. Then comes his wedding. So she threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education. Then immediately threatened that she has given them a warning saying that, Mama and Daddy, if at all you force me to get married now, I will never marry anybody. I will remain unmarried forever. Because I would like to pursue my education. Once I pursue my education, once I finish my education, then I can think about my wedding. Why are you forcing me now? If you force me, I would remain as unmarried. I won't at all marry anybody. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in New Delhi. Then what did she do? After that, immediately, to pursue her college education, she went to Delhi, and she also got enrolled, in the sense she got registered her name in one of the schools there. When her parents refused to pay her education, so even parents also were stubborn here. They said that no, it is a custom of our village that the girl, when she reaches 16 years of age, she needs to get married. Then they also said that no, if at all you want to pursue your education, then we are not going to pay the fees. What did she do? She politely informed them, very politely, because she has her own specific quiet way to get all her things done. We have already learnt about, right? Then what did she do? She politely informed them of her plans to earn money by working part-time to pay her school fees. She said that, Mummy, Daddy, you need not really worry. I can really work part-time in the evenings and I can earn my own earnings with which I can even pay my school fees. So don't worry. So this word of her, this made her parents to pay the fees. Her parents then agreed to pay for her education. So this is how she got her school payment done. So we have completed all the 4 paragraphs here, and we shall continue and also conclude in the next session, children. So this is all about Reach for the Top part 1. That's all about Santosh Yadav, who is a mountaineer who had mounted the Mount Everest twice in her life, and who is into records as well, who belonged to a very small village called Juniawaz. District is Rewari of Haryana. Initially, she wasn't allowed to go to school in Delhi, and she was forced to continue her schooling in her local school. But when she has become 16 years old, then she started making her own ideas. She said that if she is not allowed to go to pursue her education, she would not marry forever. And also she said that if at all you're not going to pay my school fee also, never mind, I shall start working part-time and I can earn my own earnings with which I can even make the payment, which made her parents to agree, and that's how the payment is done. I think all of you have understood, and whatever the words and sentences and phrases I asked you all to underline, children, they make a lot of difference. Once if at all you emphasize on them, start thinking about on them, you will really understand how assertive the girl is. So as I'm serving you the worksheet, children, please do attempt all the questions. So let's meet in the next session. Vijaya, signing off. See you.